In this video, we'll discuss data structure, linear list. A data structure is a named group of data of different data types which is stored in a specific way and can be processed as a single unit. A data structure has many well-defined operations, behavior, and properties. Data structure is a way of organizing, accessing, manipulating, and storing data in such a manner so that it can be accessed and work over it efficiently and less resources are required. It is mainly the relationship between the data and the operations over those data. Data structures are of two types: simple data structure, compound data structures. And in compound data structures, linear, nonlinear, in linear stack, queue, linked list, and in nonlinear tree and graph. And in simple data structure, arrays and linked lists. Actually, in Python, heterogeneous data are stored in linked list. Linear lists refer to named list of finite number of similar data items, and stacks are stored and accessed in special way, that is last in first out. You can take the example of pile of coins. The last item will be accessed first. In queue, it is organized in first out or manner. Suppose you are standing in a bank and we want to deposit money, then the first person who is standing in the queue will get a chance to deposit money. The insertion takes place in the rear end and the deletion takes place from the front end. And in stack, the insertions and deletions can take place only at one end, that is from the top. And in linear list, if 5 elements are there, then it will start from 0 and it will end at 4, L0, L1, L2, L3 and L4. Single linked list. Here there are two datas, one for information and next one will have the memory location of the second item. And in double linked list, we will have the previous memory location and also the data of next memory location. Information will be there. In double linked list, two reference pointers will be there. In single list, only one pointer. Trees are multi-level data structures having a hierarchical relationship among its elements or called nodes. Topmost element is called root and bottommost nodes are called leaves. Here A is the root and B, C, R, D, E, J, S, Y are leaves. It is a multi-level data structure. Data structure operate many operations. Insertion means addition of new data element. Deletion means removal of a data element. Searching means searching for a specific element. Traversal means processing all the data elements one by one. Sorting means either arranging in ascending or descending order. Merging means combining two similar data structures to form a new data structure of same type called merging. Insertion, deletion, searching, traversal, sorting and merging are the operations of data structures. Now we'll discuss linear list. Linear list is a collection of items. Each item has its own index value. Here 5 items are there. Index will start from 0, it will end at 4. In negative index, it will start from -5 and it will end at -1. Lists are normally be inside square brackets. Here you can see list is having 3, 5 and 9. List 0 will print 3, list 1 will print 5 and list 2 will print 9. And in negative indexing, just opposite of it. You can see iterating through a list. We can loop through a list and we can have we can traverse all the elements. Length of the list is 3. It will start from 0 till 2. We can do many operations on list. We can append an element, we can append many elements, we can insert at a specified index, we can remove an item, we can delete from the list, we can empty all the items, we can pop the top item or at a defined index, we can sort either in ascending order or descending order, we can reverse the items of a list, we can find the total length of the list. Now we'll discuss each and every operation one by one. Here we are creating an empty list. We have to write the name of the list is equal to within square bracket. We don't have to write anything. It will create an empty list. Here you can see list 1 is equal to within square bracket. We are not writing anything. Then it will create an empty list. If we want to create an list with some elements, then we have to write the name of the list is equal to within square bracket. We have to write some elements. Here you can see list 2 is equal to 23, 34 and 45. If you will print the list 2, then it will give 23, 34 and 45. If we want to find the length of the list, here we are having 3 elements, then the length of the list will be 3. The syntax will be length, then within bracket, if we will write list 2, then it will give the length of the list. It is, in this case, it is 3. If we want to replicate a list, that means if we want to write 23, 34, 45 3 times, 2 times, then we can use replicate function. In replicate function, it will write the list as many times as you want. If you want to replicate it 3 times, then you have to write list 2 into 3. If you want to replicate the list into 4 times, then you have to write list 2 into 4. And if you want to replicate the list up to 10 times, then you can write list 2 multiply by 10. If we want to make a true copy or exact copy of a list, then we can make it. Syntax to make a true copy will be the destination list is equal to the source list. Here list 2 is equal to list 1 will make a true copy of list 1. If we will print list 2, then we will have 23, 45 and 67 because it is there in list 1 also. Index will give the index of each element of the list. Here list 1 is equal to 23, 45 and 67. There are 3 elements and the first element is list 1 0 is 23, list 1 1 is 45 and list 1 2 is 67. If 2 23 are there, then it will give the index of first match item. If 23 is in first position and in fourth position, then it will give the index of first 23. Here if index we are asking of 67, then it is in index 2. If we want to append an item in the list, then we have to write list1 dot append and the item. If we want to add 93, then you have to write list1 dot append within bracket 93. If you want to add 69, then you have to write list1 dot append and 69. Which number you want to add, you can add any number in a list. it will be in the extreme right position. We can see the appended item by printing the list. Here, as you can see, 90 is in the extreme right position. If you want to add multiple items in a list, then we can use extend function. Extend function will add multiple items in a list. Or you can add another list also. Suppose you want to add list 3, which is having two elements 56 and 92, then we can add this list also. To add list 3 in list 1, we have to write list1 dot extend within bracket list 3. Then the elements of list 1 will be there with the list 3 elements. If we will print list 1, then 23, 45, 67, 90, 56 and 92 will be there. In the above two cases, we are appending one item, we are appending a list or multiple elements. We can append or insert an element somewhere in between or any position of our choice. We can do this. We have to, first of all, we have to select the index where we want to insert the element, and there we can insert the element. The syntax will be list1 dot insert, then within bracket we have to write the index and the element. Here in this case we want to insert an element in list 3. The syntax will be list3 dot insert the position comma the element. Here we want to insert at second index and element 100. If we will print list 3, then you can see 100 is already inserted. It is in index 2, 56, 92, 100. Like insertion, we can do the deletion work also. To delete an item, there are several functions. Here L is equal to 23, 45, 67 and 89. If we want to remove the last element, then simply pop will delete the last element. If you want to delete from a particular index, then you have to write the index also. If you want to delete the first item, then pop 0, pop within bracket 0 will delete the first item. Here L dot pop will remove 89 because 89 is the last element of the list. If you want to remove the first element, L dot pop 0 will delete the first element, that is 23. You can print the list to see whether the elements are deleted or not. Print L will give you 45 and 67. Instead of writing the index, we can simply give the value you want to remove. If we want to remove a particular value, then we can remove the particular value by using remove function. Here if 45 is there for 2 times, then the first occurrence of 45 will be removed. The syntax will be L dot remove, and if we will give 45, then 45 will be removed and in the list only 67 will be there. If we will remove 67, then 45 will be there in the list only. Here in this case we are removing 45. The syntax will be L dot remove and within bracket we have to write 45. Then 45 will be removed. If we want to print the list, then we have to write print, then L will give only 67. We can find from the list the minimum value and maximum value. Here in this case list 1 is having 34, 45 and 90. We can find the minimum value. For that we have to write min, then list 1 will give the minimum value, that will be 34. 34 will be the result. Min, then within bracket if you will write list 1, then it will give the minimum value. Here in this case it is 34. We can calculate the max value. To calculate the max value or to find the max value, we have to write max, then within bracket list 1. Here in this case max value is 90. The syntax will be max within bracket list 1, then we'll get result 90. We can add the elements and we can get the sum. To find the sum of all elements, we can write sum and within bracket list 1. It will add 34, 45 and 90 and it will give the result. In this case the result is 169. We can sort the elements of the list also. Sorting means to arrange the elements either in ascending order or descending order. To do it, we have to use sorted function. Here first we are doing descending, then ascending. For descending you have to write evaluate is equal to sorted and within bracket the name of the list, comma, reversed is equal to true. Will write the elements in descending order. Here reverse is equal to true, will write the descending order. And if we want to make it ascending order, simply evaluate is equal to sorted then list. It will give us the ascending order of data. Here as you can see, if you will not write reverse is equal to true, it will write the data in ascending order and the data will be 34, 45, 90. If we want to reverse the elements, that means the last element to first and the first element to last, then we can use reverse function. All the elements will be reversed. Here if we want to reverse list 1, then list 1 dot reverse, it will reverse all the elements. If we will print list 1, then you can see 90, 45 and 34 output is coming. If you want to count the occurrence of a particular element, then we can use count function. In this case, list 2 is equal to 23, 23, 45, 67. As you can see, 23 is written twice, and if we want to know the number of occurrence, we have to write, the syntax will be list.count and item name. Here in this case, we want to calculate the number of occurrence of 23, then we are writing list2.count 23. It will give the result as 2. Count will return the number of occurrence of a particular item. Thanks for watching the video. Thank you.